Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Last time we left off, we were going to start Monika's mission, but I ran out of time. But today, we are going to be doing Monika's mission, damn it. So let's go see what Monika's up to. Last time there were some tensions about people wanting to take a transport out to fight Mobius, and then Garrett was like, no, you can't do that, you're just going to throw your lives away. Definitely a lot of tension. Let's see what's happening in Michiba. You can do it, game. You load. There we go. That Mwamba? Immediately? I want to say that was.
Second helping fit in tummy of Manana.
I don't know. How many stomachs did Napon have?
Manana not even had first yet.
Eat whatever you like. My treat. Keep bringing it out, will ya? Gotcha!
Oh, that's a dangerous thing to say. That's very, very dangerous.
Where do I start?
You're lucky and Noah avoids the anime main character trope of eating a ton. You know, your Gokus, your Narutos, who's another one? You're shonen main character who eats a ton. Natsu from Fairy Tail, I believe he ate a ton as well.
I knew there were a few people whose hearts weren't really in the fight against Mobius. But I'm not sure I understand why they're so openly bitter about it.
Please don't judge him too harshly. Garrett just wants to protect his family.
His family?
Right. He has kids, just like I do. That's why he can't forgive me. I did something no parents should ever do.
But why? What did you do?
Sending your children into battle. What mother would do that? But this is the life I chose. The day my husband died, I chose to take the mantle of Elder and lead the city.
Remind me, a husband is...
Someone you promised to live with for the rest of your life. He must have been very important to Monika.
So, after you lost your husband, did you become who you wanted to be?
I did. I wanted to put an end to the war with Mobius, and to build a way of life that everyone in this world truly deserves. That's what the 6 houses are working towards, and that's what I want as well.
Oh, sorry to keep you. Here it is. The house special. Aqua Pazza alla City.
Thanks.
Oh, looks banging!
Alright, I realized at some point in that, I'm like, man, I'm sitting here talking about shonen protagonists that eat a lot, and I didn't even mention Luffy. the shonen anime that I've watched the most of. Oh well. Now I've mentioned it.
Actually, there's something I've been curious about.
That's a whole ass onion on that plate.
Like, being elder or being a mother. Do you have to choose one or the other?
Guess it's like becoming the commander of a colony or something?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. If you take on that role, you're responsible for every single person that lives there. So being elder means Gondor can't get special treatment, even though she's my daughter.
Sounds like a tough break.
Boss, got something you might like to hear. We confirmed an unauthorized transport leaving the city. It's piloted by Jansen and his crew.
What's its heading?
I'd like to know that myself. The location tracker's out. Think it's safe to say they're planning quite the stunt.
Right. Olive's there now.
Should we send the armory?
The search area's too wide.
Maybe Garrett could help us?
Right. He was talking about the transport in the plaza.
You hear that?
I don't have a good feeling about this, boss.
I'll speak to Garrett. You can do a little groundwork for me, Travis.
Word gets around. Imagine the commotion once the Conservatives hear about this.
Work your charms on them, Travis. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay, boss. Let's settle this squabble.
Looks like we'll be skipping lunch then. Never mind. Let's just try to find out what Jansen's up to and... Huh?
Speed eating. You get used to it in my line of work. We should get to the residential district. Garrett will be at home.
Oh, look, Triton was behind you there. Yeah, there's Triton. Triton's just hanging out. Yeah, they do actually load all of the NPCs. That's why we saw Mwamba walking around
Smell
too.
cooking.
That's neat. That's neat. It's always cool to see that. Triton just hanging out in the background of this cutscene. Neat little details. Alrighty, so, we gotta go over here and take
Shania.
care of this.
We can't leave your name here, but your desires, your hopes, we'll shoulder them for you.
Interesting. You mentioned Shania over here. Cool, cool. Alrighty, well, yeah, let's get over here. I really like Travis. Travis is a cool character.
way.
Just kind of the right-hand man of the Elder that kind of gets things done, is very personable and stuff. It's neat. And yeah, it is a tough break when, you know, you're the leader of the entire city, so you can't afford to give special attention to your own daughter, despite her definitely being at the age where she needs it. Hey, Garrett.
Yes, he was trying to scrounge a transport off me. I told him no. Didn't ask what he'd do with it.
I see.
But whatever it was, I guess they went and did it anyway. Or you wouldn't be here asking about it. Every ruddy last candidate got together and went against their orders. Insane. It's like Shania all over again.
Yeah, I forgot to mention last time, I did realize that these were the candidates when we were watching it, but I forgot to specifically mention it. But yeah, these are the candidates. They want to be able to do something against Mobius. We're kind of stealing their thunder, so...
Or rather, maybe Shania was the trigger for all this. Maybe Jansen and the others are doing this because of what she did.
Huh? They realized that no matter how good the defenses were, the downfall could still come from within. And if they don't act, there's no future. If you see it like that, it's not hard to understand.
But what are they trying to do right now? We still don't have a clue. They aren't selling the city out, though. You get that, don't you?
If they're trying to help, it's a pretty dumb stunt to pull. How childish can you get?
Garrett.
I just don't want to watch them fail. All that blood, sweat, tears, pain. It does no good if they throw it all away. Why is that so hard to understand? We need to teach them about the past and help them make the right choices before disaster happens. That's our responsibility as adults. Right, Monica?
I understand how you feel. But Jansen's crew aren't fighting for victory or glory here. Right now, they just want to do something that won't leave them with regret.
Absolute army cack.
Yeah, maybe so. But would you rather they were mindless, obedient automatons? How's that different to being controlled by Mobius?
What?
We need to get through to them so that we can teach them how to get back on their feet after they fail. We've seen a little more of this life than them. And as you say, it's our job to help them understand that.
Well, well. What a surprise to hear the Elder talking like a parent for a change.
Picked it up from my dad. It's how he raised me, now I think about it.
Yes, I can see that.
Anyway, thanks for your time, Garrett.
Don't mention it. Sorry I couldn't be more use.
All right.
Okay, back to square one.
Yeah, I mean, I am wondering what exactly is their plan. I mean, they shouldn't know about Origin, so I doubt they're trying to attack Origin on their own. So what massive blow are they hoping to deal to Mobius?
Miss Vandam, I was just on duty. I didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything.
No problem. Continue.
I've got some information about the location of that transport. Kryto was talking about Corn Island.
Corn Island, you say?
Maybe there's something to it.
Yeah. My husband was there 14 years ago. He went out on a mission to collect ether. That's where he lost his life.
What? That's...
If they're heading to the deepest level, then they're in trouble. Even if they're sure of themselves.
We've got to get to Corn Island.
I see some relations have changed.
Corn Island, is that where... Spiky Aurelia, yep, that's the one. You can fall down there and see that place. Yeah, and there's a big ether mine there as well. I do like how there's continuity to stuff like that. Like, you specifically talked about, your husband went there to mine ether, and yes, there is an ether mine over here. So just teleporting to Spiky Aurelia wouldn't do me any good. This is like a little pit you gotta fall down into to get to that, so I can get to it from Double Crag Gate over here. It's helpful, because, with my killing of the uniques and everything, I've, seen a lot of these things. That reminds me, we didn't actually look at the new arts and skills that I got from those uniques that I beat up last time, did we? So, how about we check those out? Defense Mastery, I think this is the only one. Reduces damage taken for each soul, hacker, art, or skill earned. How much? Man, couldn't you give me a percentage? Can you give me a percentage? Like, each extra soul hacker, art, or skill earned adds 0.0% or point something percent. Would that have been too much to ask? I hate not having, like, good numbers like that, because it, you know, if the max you can possibly get is 10% less damage once you have every single soul hacker skill and art, then that's not that great. But if the max is like 50% or something insane like that, then that's fantastic. So
Watch your footing, guys.
It's just hard to gauge. Sometimes games like this, I wish they just had their very own wiki built into the game.
Please be safe.
That's one of the things I really like about Enter the Gungeon as a roguelike, because a lot of, like, I've played a lot of Binding of Isaac, and you have to look up stuff on the wiki a lot. But Enter the Gungeon just has a wiki built into the game. Like, when you find an item, you can just look up exactly what it does, and all that junk. It's very, very nice.
They aren't here.
You think they went further? Did you hear that?
Yeah, when I came over here, I saw this little, like, ship over here. So this thing was actually spawned in before this quest is even a thing. Because when I came over here to kill Spiky Aurelia, this thing was here, and I specifically walked up to it and was like, huh, why is this here? It must be for a quest later. So they already spawned this thing in before this quest even happens. This is the ship they came in on, I imagine. The transport.
Mimi, over there!
Oh no.
We've got to help. Hurry, there's still time.
Roger.
Yeah, it's so funny that that you can see this stuff happen before. Okay, so that's actually where we needed to go. We actually needed to go in there. Well, luckily I can just teleport to Spiky Aurelia's grave here. And we won't have to take the roundabout way of jumping down there. But yeah, that ship's been there this whole time, which is funny to me.
No chance.
That was awkward.
Everyone all right?
What?
Monica?
We got you.
No time to play with you, I'm afraid. Out of the way!
Yeah, you big dork. You're just gonna die in like 2 seconds anyway. Territorial Antals. Anti-candidate Antals. Yeah, these quest monsters always have some funny names. Anti-candidate Antals. How hilarious. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to actually do my my master art here. Or my fusion art, rather. I'm so used to just hammering X without thinking. But I gotta remember to do that now. Bang, 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 bang. And this is gonna kill you. Lucky 7 is just so strong. It honestly feels too strong a lot of the time. I'm surprised they just let you have it this early.
Disobeying orders, stealing a transport. In the end, you're all safe, so I suppose there's that to be thankful for. But what in the hell were you thinking?
It was for the city. We thought we could seize the loot, maybe use it to beef up our defense.
Even if we can't beat Ouroboros, we can still fight.
Monica, our duty is to protect the city from our enemies.
And I mean, we got the feeling that we didn't really matter to you. Like we weren't real candidates.
The way you all just fought, it easily surpassed even our top veterans. But not even the great Guernica Vandam could stand up to the horrors we're facing. They'll chew you up and spit you out. And if you were to lose your lives needlessly, you'd leave behind more sadness. I don't want any of you to forget that. Olive, I'm gonna need a report. So when can I get it?
Tomorrow?
I want it today. Get these supplies stowed away. Also, I expect a written apology from all of you. 50 pages.
Damn.
50? Not enough? In the very near future, we're gonna need about everything you can give us. Until then, you need to prepare.
Bud, you're out there on the front line, putting yourself in harm's way. At least let us handle the rear. Please, just trust us.
You little...
When my brother died, on the day that you were made elder, I decided, I pledged never to leave you alone. I would not let you end up like him. And so, that's exactly what I'm doing here. Somehow.
Unbelievable. That's why you nearly threw your life away.
It's because I love you.
Huh?
If you're going to tell us to survive, well then, you should be following your own advice.
Jansen.
I'll bet you probably only thought of me as a little brother or a friend. But I think I know you better than anyone.
Oh! Hold on, did he just...
I'm just as surprised as you all.
What now?
Just be quiet.
Jansen. I'm sorry. You see, right now,
You don't have to say anything now. It's just, I needed to get that across. Instead, when the fighting's done, maybe we could talk this over with each other some more?
I'm your superior officer.
Yeah, but when Mobius are gone, ranks won't mean a thing. Please, just think it over.
Dude, nice one!
Were you scared?
Shut it.
Anyway, should we go?
It's going to be tough getting that stuff out of the cave.
Snuff it. I'll help you out.
Me too.
Time for big treasure hunt.
Well, I absolutely wasn't prepared for a confession of love.
Wow, I've never seen you pull a face like that before.
My god, and yeah, I mean, I kind of assumed Jensen was a lot younger than Monica.
What kind of face, exactly?
Like a turkey and eating a black liver bean.
Yeah, I can imagine. I have certain duties to uphold as Elder. I've got to head the army, win the future. So, I just thought I could put off everything else until the world to come.
Well, maybe this is a good opportunity.
Sometimes you gotta look after yourself too. You can't just put everything to do with your personal life on the back burner in pursuit of those things.
Just talk to him. Tell him what kind of a future you want in this world to come. Mother, Elder, can't say I understand what those really mean. If you look to the future, you can become whoever you want to be. In the wise words of a certain someone.
Touché.
You should be who you want to be too.
A life after war, eh? Maybe there is.
No, that was a really good Ascension quest. Damn, I like that one. I think Jensen's little confession of love was abrupt for me because I hadn't got the idea that they had any sort of relationship like that at all. But it's cool to kind of see, like,
I see some relations have changed.
one of the things, so okay, we're gonna see the updated solidarity. Yeah, affection. So how old are you? Collectopedia card, show basic profile. Show wanted items. There we go. You're 22. Monica's 33. Okay, so yeah, there's quite an age gap there. 22 and 33, 11 years. But yeah, so you are a little bit younger than Monica. I usually don't go too far out of my dating range. I mean, once you hit a certain point, it becomes more and more fine as long as both people are consenting, you know. Obviously, like once you're like 25, you can date a 35-year-old. There's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. I just like to keep it within close to my age range so we have kind of the same experiences. But yeah, I thought you were fairly young compared to Monica, so I was like, yeah, Monica's in like her 30s. And that brings me to something else I was gonna say. I really, really like Monica. I like Monica quite a bit, and one of the main reasons I like Monica, and a few of the other characters in this game as well, is just so often, especially in like JRPGs and anime and stuff, there is a very specific type of anime that's dedicated to characters that, you know, are older. It's basically the opposite of shonen, seinen. So there are anime that are dedicated to that, but definitely as I've gotten older, I enjoy media that has characters that are closer to my age, and Monica's definitely closer to my age, so it's nice seeing older characters in a JRPG like this. That's one of the things I really liked about Dunban as well, kind of getting these older, more experienced characters on your team. It diversifies the team a little bit, so everyone's not like an 18 to 20-year-old whatever. And it makes that makes way more sense in the particular context of this game, I should say. But even with that being the case, with most people only living for 10 years, we still have older characters like Gray and Monica here, and then like Triton. We still have some older characters, and I think that's really, really cool. Just like varying the ages up and everything. I like that. I like that a whole lot. So there we go. We did Monica's quest. I need to unlock Monica's class for everyone. Once I unlock that for another one of my defenders, we will be good. One of you need to learn Monica's class. So we'll probably be rolling with you for quite a bit longer, Monica, but alrighty, let's get back. That was a sweet quest. I liked that one. So let's go to the Agnian Castle over here, because I guess we can go ahead and accept Gondor's Ascension quest. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to complete that one in today's episode or not.
Taking the castle was a hell of a win for us.
Why quit while we're ahead? Let's stamp out Mobius for good.
Damn right. Yeah, now we can accept Gondor's quest, and then just let me make sure Gondor is my last one, right? We've done you. Like, if I just scroll through everybody that's ranked 20. Yeah, Gondor's my last one. Gondor's it, and then we're done with the Hero Ascension quest. Isn't that wild to think about? Yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna have to take Monica out for this. I really don't want to, because I want your class, but...
It's my job to blaze a
I mean, we
trail
can't
for
do
you
the
then.
quest without Gondor in the party, so... there it is. We can accept it now. I don't think we'll be doing it now. But, you know. Castle Soldier. Ascended Trader Pawn. What?
What to buy?
Why does it say you're ascended, specifically? It's just funny to me. Guessing it means you're up here at the castle and stuff. But hey, we added you to the list. Also, what was the other reward I got for maxing out the city? Was it Speed Jogger? It was Speed Jogger. Oh my god, we're faster. I like barely noticed the movement speed increases, but if you put me back at the beginning of the game when I had my default movement speed, I would probably notice it a lot. But now, I mean, it still feels like I move pretty slow. But we move way faster than we did at the beginning of the game, and I should be thankful for that. Hey, Ulrich. Back from Code Lyoko. Marvelous place this is. Magnificent sweeping vistas aside, it's a joy to see people of the city and Agnus working arm in arm. Glad to see you're getting on. Admit the Agnus have been rather wary of my presence, but I can hardly blame them for that. City folk can be a boorish bunch, but they've been far more accommodating on the whole. I was pleasantly surprised. There you go. Ooh, there's info up there too to grab. Hello.
Ah, Gondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. Just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good too.
Was it a Rathalos?
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are gonna grow ginormous.
Nergigante? We got the AC-130 in here?
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dag, it's a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I don't agree with that at all. we've seen a like single Agnian soldier that's like level 80 something. We would get our ass beat by them, all 6 of us.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
No, it's more like, well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Alright, we got a dangerous monster to take out.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
We can go a few rounds if you want.
Yeah? Is it Aggie that's correct, or Augie? If I were you, I'd go and ask Gondor to be sure. Aggie and Augie. Got new info acquired there.
Story.
Alright, well there we go. We've got Gondor's mission started here. And of course we have a few more quests to still do, but we are rapidly approaching the end of Xenoblade Chronicles here. Very, very, very excited for that. Let's do this discussion about Aggie and Augie, and then we'll end this episode off. Just to squeeze a little bit more in here. Aggie and Augie are like always right behind you, huh? Not literally always. Like right now, they're off doing their separate thing. How long have they been with you? I forget. They worked for House Vandom as long as I can remember, though. So it was actually those two who must have looked after me since I was a tyke. You know, it makes sense. Phantom's family got a lot going on, so raising kids is like way down the to-do list. Huh. I'm not gonna try and make it sound like some kind of sob story, mind. They've gotten me out of a tight spot more than once. And anyway, guarding me was the only reason they followed me into that prison. Could have been their heads on the chopping block at any point, right? Not just anyone risked that for you. I know I can trust them. But if they heard you saying that, they'd weep themselves hoarse with joy. Yeah, milady, you're too kind. Too true. It's exactly why you dags can never tell, hear me? Or else. Alright, there we go. Well, that was a cute one to read, specifically you talking about, you know, having to basically, you know, they didn't have a lot of time for raising kids in your family after we just had our, Ascension quest with Monica, and we kind of covered that a little bit. So, alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 off here. The next episode should, be the final one I need to record in preparation for my vacation, so we will be good, but... yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I'll see you next time for some more.
It's good to keep a record.